Alright, so like I said, my name is Lewis. I'm with 100% Finance, and what I want to talk about today is how you could get started with doing real estate deals without any cash and credit. But you do need to bring something to the table, and that thing that you have to bring is time, motivation, and effort, and a burning desire. So just a little bit about me. I was a Cornell student, engineer, PhD student, and about 3.5 years ago I decided to start investing in real estate. At the time I didn't have any cash, any credit, but I still wanted to start. And I'll explain why I wanted to start later on. To this date, I've done over 20 wholesale deals, 12 lease option deals, 5 seller finance deals, and I've raised over $350,000 to acquire more rental units and rental properties. And currently I have 16 rental units in my portfolio. So
you're doing the damn thing.
Hey, I'm trying. I don't have 63 like Juan, but we getting there. It's the race to 100. So I'm also in 3 different markets. I'm in Syracuse, New York, which is in upstate New York, about 4 hours away from the city, an hour away from Cornell. I'm also investing in Buffalo, New York, and the next market I'm heading into is Dallas, Texas. What I like to say about myself is that I'm an expert in deal creation, so deal structuring. Any deal that comes my way, I can turn, or any lead or seller that comes my way, I can usually turn that into a deal one way or another. Figure out how to monetize that lead. And also, I market very well for sellers as well. And this is what we want to teach you. My very first deal, that's what I want to talk about. The very first deal that I've ever done. So the check was for $17,500. Mind you, Cornell was paying me about $3,500, and I made $17,500, so more than half of what I was getting paid per year at Cornell in one wholesale deal. And that's when I realized that this was real. So from the time I started learning wholesaling and real estate investing till the time that it took me to close was about 9 months. But it doesn't have to take that long. If I knew what I knew today, I could have closed that deal in 1 month. But I'm going to take you through the progression of finding that deal all the way to closing. So marketing, found the seller, met with the seller. She was highly motivated. She just got a divorce, and she got the house from the divorce. I got the deal under contract at the time for $39,000. And in wholesaling, I don't have enough time to explain what wholesaling is, but very quickly I got under contract for $39,000, and then I sold my contract. I didn't sell the house. I sold the contract for a higher fee. Now, along the way, this was my very first deal, so I had a bunch of people telling me that I couldn't do it. I had real estate agents telling me what I was doing was illegal, not right. I had attorneys telling me the same thing. But I knew that it was legal because I found an attorney that could do it. And I found a lot of people that were doing wholesaling. So don't let anyone discourage you. So throughout that, discouragements, and then also not knowing what to do. Not knowing how to market for a buyer. So I had the deal in the contract, but I didn't know what to do next. So after a month, I finally put up some signs, some bandit signs to sell the house. Put up bandit signs. The next day, I had 39 people contact me. 39 people over one night. I found my buyer that day. The next part was convincing the buyer to buy this property. Anyway, long story short, it took about, from when I had it under contract to when we closed, took about 4 months. Like I said, if I knew what I knew now, could have closed that deal in a month. But 4 months later, closed the deal. I even sold the fridge for the house. And I got the check, $17,500. And that's when I said, this is real.
This was your first deal?
My first deal.
$17,500.
Yeah. So a typical deal you'll hear about wholesaling is typically $5,000. Some markets get 10. But I got $17,500 on my very first deal, and then I hit the ground running after that. Before, I was kind of diddle-daddling. I didn't know if this was real, if what people were talking about was real or not. But once I got that check, that solidified everything, and I took it off and running. Before then, my credit sucked. I didn't have any cash, so I applied for business credit. You could do that at 100% Finance, and go to the link that says business credit, and also go to the link that says credit repair if your credit's not up to par. So my credit was below 600 when I first started. I had no cash, and after I did this first deal, it allowed me to build my credit, also apply for business funding, and that allowed me to figure out how to do creative financing. And the reason why I started doing real estate investing to begin with was, at the time I was a student at Cornell in their PhD program as an engineer, and I heard about wholesaling and real estate at 4 o'clock in the morning while I was mixing some chemicals in the lab. So I was in the lab at 4 a.m. doing an experiment, and I heard about real estate investing. Meanwhile, I just had a newborn baby. She's at home, sleeping, 2 months old. I'm not over there. I'm a family guy. I want to go home, play with my daughter, see her grow. And I started thinking, why did I do this in the first place? Why did I want to be an engineer? The reason I wanted to be an engineer was to create financial freedom and to create wealth for me and my family. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up very poor, and I worked hard to get to where I was, and that's my main focus, was my family. So to have to be in the lab at 4 in the morning when I have a kid, that those two don't go well with each other, right? I have this idea that I want to take care of my kids, but I'm not doing that. So I started thinking real estate. Learn how to do creative financing, learn how to do wholesaling, and to this date, like I said, I've done over 20 wholesale deals, done over 12 lease option deals, and I've raised money for apartment complexes and apartment buildings. Now, the whole reason we're doing this is, how can we benefit you? How can you start your own real estate career with no cash and no credit? And what we want you to do is go to 100% Finance. Go to 100% Finance /coaching and sign up for the coaching. It's a low cost, low fee, and we'll give you everything that you need to do to succeed. Some of the topics are real estate education, all the way, so we'll guide you from the real estate education, if you know absolutely nothing, all the way down to actually getting your deal closed. We'll talk about the 5 strategies that's are in real estate. I've talked about a couple of them: wholesale, lease options, buy and holds. These are all strategies. And like I said, when you spend money to market, when you spend money to get a lead into your system, you want to monetize each and every deal and every lead that comes through your system. And we'll show you how to do that. So like I said, head over to 100% Finance /coaching, read up about it, and sign up. And you have anything to add, Juan?
What's included in the curriculum?
So in the curriculum, we go from real estate education, teaching you about the 5 strategies of wholesaling, the 10 executable steps that you need to succeed in your business. We also go into the market, how to pick your market, how to find sellers, how to find buyers. And the most important thing I would say from the curriculum is learning how to put a deal together. Like, one deal alone can save you tens of thousands of dollars. I'll give you an example. The last deal that I've done with a 3-family, a 3-unit, I got the seller to take $10,000 down, give me seller financing, so I didn't have to go to a bank at all. My credit don't matter, the amount of money I have don't matter. Like, nothing matters when you're dealing directly with the seller. So I got the seller to take a $10,000 down payment for a house, 10 years as the loan amount. The loan term is 10 years, and 0 interest. 0 interest alone. If I just did a calculation of 5% interest, which is standard right now, at 5% interest for 10 years, that's about $30,000. So I've saved $30,000 over the course of 10 years just by getting the seller to go down to 0 interest. And like I said, we'll show you how to do that. So you want to save $30,000? If you want to start your real estate career, if you want to like the shirt says, earn passively and live passionately, that lifestyle, join the 100% community, and we definitely can help you out. Whether it be credit repair, business funding, coaching. We have 2 coaching programs now. We have the group coaching calls, which is, to me, it's a steal. It's a very low cost, and we have 3 group coaching calls each and every month, and you can stay on as long as possible. And then we have our other product, which is one-on-one coaching. So we dive into your specific area, your leads, and figure out what you need specifically in the one-on-one coaching. And if you need that hand-holding, we'll do it for you. We'll jump on Skype. I'll show you how to get into your market, how to figure out what you need in your market, your specific market, and how to do a deal from your end, your specific deal. If you have problems in any areas, we're there to help you because we pretty much see it all. Between me and Juan, our team has seen pretty much anything that you can throw at us. So from 4 units all the way to 63 units that you got. We've seen a lot. And Juan has rehab abilities, like he's done a couple of rehabs. I've done wholesales primarily, buy and holds, and also lease options. And like I said, the strong suit is figuring out how to structure the deal to best fit you and also the seller. Because you got to keep in mind, the reason you're doing this is, one, to make money, but also people are coming to you with houses because they have a need to sell. And you need to fill that need. So, yeah, head over to 100% Finance and let's see what we have.